We hit a deer at around 90 kilometers per hour.
The bumper, trunk, and headlights had to be replaced.
And then we realized that the total cost was $18,000, which was really expensive compared to what we thought the car needed. So our insurance covered it.
Vassal, however, fears having to dish out more for insurance down the road.
And then you're thinking about the insurance policy and how it could go up because it's happening everywhere else.
A recent Morningstar DBRS report looked at the UK, where EV uptake is much higher than in Canada.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parts Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now today we're going to take another look at when reality hits. Tesla owner got into an accident only to discover how expensive it is to repair his EV while watching his insurance premium escalate. I wouldn't encourage anyone to jump into an EV right now for various reasons I will go through after we watch this feature. We can agree or disagree, but once again, it's the mainstream media that has to come to the rescue. There's little they can do about the situation because EVs are a political pawn pushed on the electorate. My humble opinion is that you should only use disposable income to buy a new car, because when something happens, you shouldn't need to take out a loan or a contingency plan just to get around, especially when you depend on your vehicle. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I drop a new episode. Let's get into this feature.
Benjamin Vassal and his partner never expected repairing their Tesla would take 2 months.
We hit a deer at around 90 kilometers per hour.
The bumper, trunk, and headlights had to be replaced.
And then we realized that the total cost was $18,000, which was really expensive compared to what we thought the car needed. So our insurance covered it.
Vassal, however, fears having to dish out more for insurance down the road.
And then you're thinking about the insurance policy and how it could go up because it's happening everywhere else.
A recent Morningstar DBRS report looked at the UK, where EV uptake is much higher than in Canada. The average cost of insurance there soared last year, up 72% for electric and only 29% for gas and diesel. The report says Canadians could see their premiums increase too.
Insurance is a pool business. The insurance premiums from a lot of people are used to pay claims for very few people. So right now in that pool, we have very few EVs.
But that'll change, he says, as EV production ramps up in Canada and sales of conventional cars and trucks are phased out by 2035.
Some electric vehicles just have higher repair costs, and that's a result of more expensive replacement parts that aren't as readily available.
Vassal worries costly and complicated repairs could turn people off from electric vehicles.
I'm not going to go electric because of insurance policies too expensive.
The couple first decided to get an electric car to save on gas, but with insurance costs being higher and charging costs going up, these savings are slowly melting away. Philippe de Montigny, CBC News, Welland, Ontario.
The fact is, electric vehicles cost about 20% more to insure and repair, mainly due to their higher purchase and repair costs. And this will grant EV makers a monopoly over the entire market, from parts to servicing. So when an EV breaks down or needs repair, they will all have to go back to the manufacturer, the dealer, or an authorized service center. Manufacturers such as Tesla, Ford, and GM will handle servicing, leaving little room for small independent mechanics. Plus, mechanics, if you haven't heard lately, are in really short supply. Many of them are opting to leave the industry. And because EVs are much higher than that of combustion engine cars, you will go through tires much faster. Buying cheap tires will only make you a high risk for traction and stopping power. Hence, you will be more susceptible to get into an accident. And here's another scenario. If you break down on the highway, you will probably need a subscription to CAA or have a tow truck on contract, because you can't push or jumpstart your EVs. And look at this, just think that in 2021, the automotive service technicians and mechanics workforce totaled about 768,000 with an additional 871,000 in the auto parts sector. That's over 1.5 million people potentially displaced. Gas-powered cars have more mechanical components, leading to higher maintenance costs for the first 3 years. So as car prices drop and parts become pricier, the short-term impacts are significant. GM, Ford, Stellantis have all dropped the axe on their staff complements. Now, EVs are built with similar features with that of luxury cars, meaning mechanics will now be trained as technicians, electricians, and software analysis all in one. The major problem is no one wants to pay them for what they are truly value. The technology will need time to adopt. Insurance companies will not wait though. Personally, it's probably easier to take out a whole universal life insurance policy, ensuring you are fully covered much more than the car itself. Insurance companies are all part of a large conglomerate. Although they seem to compete with each other, they are all connected. It's very similar to the automotive sector where all the dealers are a part of an association governed by terms of references, and they're familiar with the numbers based on the government's economic outlook. Some insurance companies at times will have a promotion to gather as many clients as possible, but they will increase the rates over time. The thing is, CEOs meet on a monthly basis. They have their corporate mingle, so they communicate with each other. They are very privy and knowledgeable of the numbers or that are out there in the market, so they will know exactly what to do, and then they set the parameters. But the rates will continually increase as time goes by. So as I mentioned before, please wait until the market stretches and there are more players into the EV space without going ahead and buying that electric vehicle right now as being pressured by the government. I know 2035 is just the other just around the corner, but at the same time give a lot more manufacturers to get into the market, and that will force the prices to go down. More competition will mean lower prices. For those driving around their brand spanking brand new electric vehicle right now, just let them be. Continue enjoying the car what that you have, saving your money so you can do other things that will make you much more enjoyable and enjoy the finer things in life. As usual, let me know what else can you add. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.